Hey guys, me Dave. It's 1/4/2023. 2023. You get used to saying that after a couple times. It's amazing. So not a whole lot going on. I'm still getting hit, you guys. I mean, I'm still getting hit. I'm getting a lot of remote neural monitoring. Um, I'll try to lay down or something like that, or it's almost like forced speech. I'll be watching TV and they'll make derogatory comments about the girl on TV, on commercials, and stuff like that. It's totally not me saying it, but like I say, they can when they do forced speech, they can almost make you say it out loud if they want to. Right now, it's just in here, you know. But you'll watch TV and there'll be an overweight person on there and they'll make a derogatory comment about that person and stuff like that. And that's what they do. They'll do that stuff. That is supercomputer doing all that stuff. I realize that. It's like that. They do it like that. I do think they can set the supercomputer at different levels of torture. Different levels of attacks. I do think they can set the supercomputer at different levels of attacks, because if they don't want you to get hit at all, that you won't get hit at all if that's what they set it at. You do get breaks sometimes. But they're still hitting me. They're just doing it in a different way. It's not the physical attacks. They're doing remote neural monitoring all day long. My relatives involved and everything else. So, I do want to talk about medical Cointelpro. Brian 2 did a good video today talking about medical Cointelpro and stuff like that. If you watch his videos, they cover up their tracks, you guys. They cover up their tracks. They don't want people talking about this. If real TIs went to the hospital and talked about this, they would have a real problem if we went for help. The State Department says, go for help. Go get medical help. Go get medical help. If you're going through this, go get medical help. And that's what the State Department says, okay? So, that goes for TIs too. Go for medical help. Don't sit there and be a punching bag. You have to get medical help. If they're giving you diarrhea 10 times a day, you have to go get medical help. That is not healthy. That is draining your whole system. You eat and then you have diarrhea. You eat, you have diarrhea. You're gonna get dehydrated. It's going to cause other medical problems. You have to get medical help. Okay? Now, just like Sunday, they were giving me severe acid reflux, severe burning down here, burning. And it showed up on the CAT scan that I was inflamed. They were burning the insides of my body. Was it the acid or was it the weapons? I really don't know, because they weren't really making the acid go up. It felt like somebody was lighting my insides on fire. That's what it felt like. I had to go get medical help. You have to. These TIs that don't go to the hospital and don't get medical help, I don't understand that. It can't be that bad. They do it to me where I can't take it. And I can take a lot of pain, you guys. I can take a lot of pain. And I went through the torture. So some of these TIs, I'm not putting myself against them. I'm just saying they should go get medical help. Why don't they get medical help? Why? If a TI says they got a hole in their head and they're being tortured to hell, go to the ER. Talk about this. They'll disguise it as something else. Okay, now I'll tell you about my own situation on Sunday. And I've been thinking about this for the last few days. After I seen Brian Two's video today, he goes through medical control pro and all this stuff. I went through it on Sunday. I couldn't understand. I told the truth on 911 operator. I told the truth to the 911 operator. I said, I'm being tortured. These people are giving me heartburn with pulse microwave weapons. I'm being tortured with the same weapons they're using on diplomats. She's like, I don't know anything about that. Okay. So she's like, I'm going to call you an ambulance anyway. I want you to have an ambulance. Because I thought a police officer would come take me down there. It would save me $3,500. It wouldn't cost me anything if a police officer came and got me. So, but I was thinking about this the whole time. The whole time I was down there, and even in the ambulance, they kept on focusing on my heart. They focused on my heart. I mean, they gave me nitro in the ambulance. They gave me aspirin in the ambulance, and I did not say that I had heart pain. I did not say at all that I had heart pain. I said, I'm being hit with weapons, and they're burning the insides of my body, giving me acid reflux and everything else. Heartburn. That's why I'm here. Because I have heartburn. I'm not here because I'm in pain, my heart. And they were treating me like I had a heart attack. And I think they were doing that on purpose. I think it was totally deliberate. They were doing that to cover their tracks. So we don't talk about this. So I went in there and they were acting like I had a heart attack. They were hooking me up to all these machines and everything else, and had a CAT scan and all this stuff. And like, well, the good news is it's not your heart. I never complained about my heart at all. I never complained about having heart problems, heart pain, I complained about having burning my insides and giving me like acid reflux, but it wasn't really acid reflux. They were actually burning the insides of my body right up here. I guess that's your esophagus or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a nurse. So I was complaining about that. And they were treating me like I was complaining about heart problems. I didn't complain. I didn't complain about heart problems. I complained about burning. They were burning my insides, and they really were. It showed up on the CAT scan. They said, "Oh yeah, your esophagus is inflamed because they were burning all down here. They were burning all down here into my stomach." But I think they were trying to cover that up, and what they labeled it as, I looked on my medical records, they're up on the website. They labeled it as chest pain. I never complained about chest pain. Never complained about chest pain at all. I complained about heartburn. I said, it feels like somebody's burning up in here, and it hurts. It hurts like hell. So that's medical Cointelpro, you guys. And maybe they did that for several reasons. Well, my insurance should cover that anyway. But they don't want you talking about this. They don't want you complaining about this. If you're a big target and you go to the hospital and all this stuff, they will cover it up. And that's what they did, you know. They made it look like I was complaining about chest pain. I wasn't. I was complaining about heartburn. I said, the heartburn is so bad, I can't take it. The heartburn is so bad, I can't take it. I have to go to the hospital. You know, and that's what these people do. That's their MO. They send me to the hospital all the time. Or the doctor, you know. I wish they would do something with this guy. You know, I mean, are they going to do something with him? I mean, are they just going to let him send me to the hospital 20 times a day? You know, I mean, come on. So, that is medical Cointelpro, and they're covering it up because I'm a TI and all this stuff, you know, and, you know, I'm to the point where if I go to the hospital and complain about this and they call me delusional or whatever, you know, really, I'm going to say that, you know, I'm being hit with the same weapons that the diplomats are being hit with, and the State Department believes me. Why don't you believe me and you call me delusional? You know, and all that stuff. You know, what are they going to say? Are they going to, you know, I mean, the State Department, you know, tells you to go get medical help. You know, I mean, they're still trying to cover this stuff up. It is medical Cointelpro. If you're a real TI and you go to the hospital and all stuff and complain about this, yes, they're going to call you delusional and schizophrenia and all this stuff. They're still going to do that stuff after thousands and thousands of us, or at least hundreds of us, have gone to the hospital and complained about this. And, you know, we don't go with the program. We do complain about this. You know, they're going to have a problem. And they have to cover that up. And that's what they did with me. They called it chest pain. I wasn't complaining about my heart. I wasn't complaining about my heart one time. Even, you know, the paramedic, she was cute. She was super cute, you guys. You know, she kind of gave me a look. She was in the room, in the ER room with me. When these nurses were trying to take off my shirt and everything else, you know, and I said, it's up in here, it's burning, you know, it's burning. And this paramedic kind of gave me a look like, what are you talking about? You know? It's like, they didn't come because I was complaining. I wasn't complaining about my heart at all. I was complaining about the burning. It felt like somebody had a torch on my torso, you know? So, you know, Brian 2 made a very good video today. And this is what these people do, you know? When you're a BTI, they will get involved, and they're involved, you know? You know, you got the dipshits involved in our programs. You also have the agencies involved in our programs, and you do have the researchers involved in your program, you know, and all this stuff if you're a big TI and stuff. You know, but I do think the dipshits are doing the torture, you know. Do I think they're overseen by some of the bigger people? I think they're checking in on them and all this stuff, but this guy's a dipshit that's sending me to the hospital every single day. You know, I mean, you know, give me diarrhea for 8 months, every single day, 10 times a day. I mean, are you just a complete moron or something? You know, that ain't no researcher. That's an idiot moron. You know, and I think these agencies get involved when you go to the doctor, when you go to the hospital. I think they do get involved. But for the most part, I think they're operators. In my program, that might not be the same for others. I'm saying in my program, you guys, they switch guys more than they switch my socks, you know, and stuff. So, I've seen these guys. I've seen them rotate in and out, rotate in and out, rotate in and out, in my program. Some of them stick around for a few years, and some of them stick around for a few months. What is their job? Are they here to monitor me? Are they here to just look at a screen and monitor my heart, my vitals and all that stuff? I don't know. One thing about, a lot of people don't talk about this, but they can see our vitals. They can see our heart rhythm with these weapons. I know some people disagree with me. I think they're looking at 2 or 3 screens. And one of those screens have your vitals. They can tell your heartbeat, your heart rate. They can tell your blood pressure and all this stuff. They can tell all this stuff with these weapons. They can tell if you drank a lot of water. They can tell if you need more salt in your diet or less salt in your diet. They can tell stuff like that. They're monitoring all this stuff. It's really amazing. It's more complicated than I think we think it is. I think it's basic so these idiots can work this stuff, but I do think they have a monitor there that looks at our heart, our breathing, our vitals, our blood pressure, and all this stuff, because supercomputer can attack us, throw everything off, and all this stuff. I almost think they can shut it off somehow. If the supercomputer is going to kill you, I do think they can manually shut that off so it stops, and stuff. If you're being hit too hard, and stuff. It's complicated the way I think about this stuff. They kind of show me some stuff in my program, and that makes me think certain things. When I was getting V2K, they made certain comments about drink more water. They made comments about my diet before, and stuff. And that could be just psyop. It could be a total psyop too. It could be total psyop. Making me think they know more than they actually know. So it's really, I don't know. They want to keep you confused and stuff, and and stuff. So it could be a psyop too. So I really don't know. But anyway, that's what's going on with me tonight. Not much going on, you guys. I'm sitting on the computer and stuff and chilling out. I got paid yesterday. It seems like I got paid a week ago. And I spent $524 yesterday. Can you believe that? I got paid yesterday and I spent half my check. It's amazing, You get paid and you give your money away. You pay all your bills and everyone wants your money. Here's some money. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here's a bunch of money. And you're broke. Anyway, so that's what's going on with me. My phones are crap right now, you guys. I film these videos on a non-working phone. It runs off the internet on in the house. I'm gonna get a new phone next month. I gotta order a new phone. It's a cheap one. It's $80. And all stuff. So I'm gonna order a new phone. And stuff, which I'll be using all the time. I'll have a memory card in it and everything else all the time. But so I'm using these crappy phones that don't charge, and you can't hear me on them and all this stuff. But anyway, that's what's going on. Not much going on, you guys. We're shoveling out from a snowstorm. I went out there and shoveled. I was winded. It took a lot out of me, and I didn't shovel that much, you guys. Is it my heart, or is it these guys? They made my heart beat so far out of my chest, you guys. I think they did damage. I think they did damage to my heart. Even when I went in for the stents, they noticed behind my heart there was some damage. They almost thought they would have to go in with surgery and fix it. There is damage to my heart. They made my heart beat so far out of my chest one time in the in the psych ward that I thought I was gonna die. So there is damage there, and I have a hard time doing anything, shoveling, working on cars, doing whatever. Any heavy lifting, I'm out of breath. Getting dressed after a shower, I'm out of breath. I really struggle sometimes and stuff. So I don't know if they're making me out of breath or if they really did damage to my heart. But that's life of TI. They're destroying our bodies. If you're a real TI, they're destroying our bodies. I can't take a vacation. I don't have friends to go have dinner with. I don't have a girlfriend. That's life of a real TI. When you're a real TI, you don't have shit. That's the cold fact of it. You don't have shit when you're a real TI. All these other people live life and have go on vacations and have jobs and have a girlfriend and have a husband and all this stuff, and they're barely getting hit and they call themselves TI. I really question that because they're ruining our lives. Real TIs that make videos, they're ruining our lives and they're destroying us. And I know I'm not the only one going through that. I know you guys are going through that too, and maybe you can relate with me. And we're all in a group together. I realize that. Let's get rid of these fakey people that want to sugarcoat their targeting and all this stuff when they're not real TIs at all. So we're the real deal. You guys and me, we're the real deal, and we're really going through this. And it's miserable. It's miserable. It's a miserable program. So hang in there, you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.